Hello everybody, it is KingK57 or KC57 and welcome to another tutorial. This one is going to be on how you can actually make Minecraft run a lot better. And the way we're going to do this is by actually allocating more RAM to the game. Yeah, this is something that a lot of people for some reason don't do, even though it's incredibly easy and can seriously uplift performance. So, without further ado, let's get started. So I'll start out by explaining what RAM is and why Minecraft needs it. So RAM stands for Random Access Memory. It looks kind of like this, and it goes in your computer, and there's usually about so you have like 1 gig, 2 gigs, 4 gigs, 8 gigs, 16, 32, and you can even keep going up in there. But you'll usually have some, like somewhere around that range. And yeah, this is extremely fast memory that sits right next to the CPU. And the CPU will actually store stuff that it needs to process in there so it can access it incredibly quickly, much quicker than what your hard drive will do. So, in a game like Minecraft, how this applies, it'll actually store chunks within the game. So as you can see, if we start flying away, oh, there was lag spike. But yeah, you'll see chunks are being loaded, and as you can see on the right hand side, if I just close this right here, this memory right here, this is how much is being allocated to Minecraft. This is how much it's allowed to use. This is how much this is what's in use right now currently. This is how much that is allocated of that limit that we're allowed. So pretty much 100% of it. So this is how the game is by default. Even though I have 16 gigs of RAM in my system, I'm only using like 1, which is about 1024 megabytes, a little less. But yeah, basically that's how the game is by default. And as you can see, when we're loading in more chunks, you'll get massive stutters like this because it's having to swap out what is in the RAM and having to flush it basically to things like your hard drive, and that is what's creating massive lag spikes. And this only gets worse in incredibly demanding worlds. So this is a pretty basic world. Let's quickly quit the game. Now let's load up a much more demanding world here. So this has a lot of stuff in it. It's also an amplified world. So here we go. And okay, so okay, yeah, here we go. As you can see, oh gosh, okay. So yeah, the game doesn't run very well, especially when you get up to more demanding stuff with 1 gig of RAM. And my system is pretty dang powerful. So now I'm going to quickly, and I think the game's crashed. Yep, it's crashed. All right, so let's quickly get off of this, and let's go show you how to allocate more RAM. So now that we're here on the desktop, we have opened the Minecraft launcher, and you'll want to do the same. And what you're going to want to do is you want to go to launcher options, and here's where all your profiles are. If you want this trick to apply to all of them, you will have to actually do this to every single one of them manually. Make sure all of these are checked as well so you can actually do anything. But click on a profile, and then go to JVM agreements. This is what your one will look like by default. Check this, and then right here, this is a massive script of stuff, but you just want to focus on this. So this is what this tells Minecraft how much RAM it is allowed to use, and it defaults to 1 gig on every system, no matter how much you have. I have 16, it's defaulted to 1. So you can actually change this value here, and it will change the maximum allowed. So let's put 12 in there. And this is the one I use all the time because I also have to record, so I have to save a bit more. You can hit save now, and that's pretty much it. So now if we go back into the game, so now that we're back in the game, let's go back to that same world that crashed before. Let's see how much of a difference there is now that we have more RAM allocated. So as you can see, the world is loading incredibly fast now. That is another thing that'll happen if you allocate more RAM. Usually it'll load a lot faster, but I don't see any lag spikes. And if we press F3 here, as you can see, we have up in the top right-hand corner, we have 12 gigs that we're allowed to use, basically. Right now we're using about 2.1, drops a little, it does that weird thing, and then allocated currently is about 2.8. That allocation number will eventually go up, especially with even more complex worlds. So yeah, even so, like just adding a bit more can help a whole lot. As you can see, we haven't crashed. Our frame rate is pretty decent for a world of this size especially, and yeah, everything seems to be working smoothly. Okay guys, so this was just a quick little video that I made just to help some of you guys out. If you've had any trouble loading worlds, or if you have had any similar problems, yeah, if you have any questions, you can definitely leave them down in the comments below. I will answer all of them, probably because there will be none. But anyway, for now, that is all I have time for today. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.